Hi, Cindy. Um, I just got home, okay, and I can tell that my microwave right now is making noise, okay, but I'm already familiar with that noise, okay. Haven't even checked to see what the issue is because normally when this happens, I already know the the inverters change frequency. You see how the power went off and then the power comes on again? That means my microwave is already working with 50 hertz instead of 60 hertz. So that means the inverters already changed the frequency. Okay. Normally the inverters they just turn off and turn on. Okay, and they change the frequency and most of the settings. So when my microwave starts doing this, I can tell that the frequency now is 50 hertz instead of 60. Take a look. See, the power goes off, and then the microwave starts making noise inside, like if there was mice, inside the microwave area on the outside, like between the wood and the microwave here, the cabinet. But anyway, so I bet you this is what is happening right now. The frequency change. That means the system turn off and turn on, and the frequency change, like it always happens. The problem with all this, it keeps damaging my devices. At least this microwave is able to handle those changes, but my televisions are not able to do it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the system and I'm gonna go to the application here and I'm gonna log in. Okay, and the area for this is gonna be the first and second inverter, and that's gonna be the first parallel set. Okay, then I go to parameters. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the output settings, and I bet you if I go to the voltage, it might be the 120 or 110. Okay, it is 120. Okay, but let's now go to the frequency. And frequency, I bet you is gonna be 50. I knew it. You see, it's 50. So when I change from 50 to 60 hertz, everything's gonna restart. Okay, everything's gonna restart. So it's gonna turn off the power. Okay, and turn on, but it's now gonna turn on to 60 hertz. So I'm making the change right now. So all the power turn off. Okay, so here you can tell everything's dark. Okay, everything's dark, and everything's gonna turn on again. Okay, my fridge is now on, and the microwave is now on. Okay, and if I turn on the power here on the wall, not able to do it with voice commands, by the way, because my Wi-Fi went off, my internet went off, and everything went off. You can hear my printer over there is turning on, and like I said, this microwave is now on. And if I go back to the settings, okay, if I go back to the settings, then I'll be able to show you that now the settings are to 60 hertz. Okay. Let's get out of this. And I'm just gonna go to frequency again. And the frequency, well, by the way, it's gonna take a while for the frequency to show again because the internet is barely connecting. I just turn off the system, turn it back on. And I didn't do actually turn off and turn on the inverter. I only changed the frequency to 60 hertz. And when the frequency is changing from 60 or 50, 50 to 60, or 60 to 50, everything's gonna turn off and everything's gonna turn on. So anyway, let's see if the actual Wi-Fi is on. Not yet. So the network's not back yet. So I still have to wait for a little while for this to be able to get Wi-Fi again. But anyway, see, the microwave is not doing that anymore because the system is already working properly. It's working at 60 hertz instead of 50. But when all these changes are happening, my devices are getting damaged. At least this one here, the microwave combo, is not getting messed up, but my televisions are. And like I said, I already have 3 televisions that got damaged. I changed one of the boards. I ordered the other two boards, but the first one they already replaced the board. Okay, the actual main board. That television is already getting messed up again because of all this that is happening. Okay, I'm still waiting on the other two. I don't want to put the main boards, with this problem. The other two are already damaged. The HDMI inputs are not working anymore. But anyway, you can see here, this one's working. This micro is working, okay? If I turn it on, it's gonna turn on. It's not a problem anymore. Like I said, the problem is when it changes to 50. And when it changes to 50, it's not gonna work anymore. And it's gonna be turning on and turning off, but it's just not gonna work. Because this combo here is not designed for 50 hertz. It's designed for 60 hertz, okay? And you already know that's the setting for the United States. We're not in Europe, we're in the United States. And we're using 120, 240. And this microwave combo is designed for 60 hertz, not for 50. And this is what the inverters are doing. They're changing to 50 hertz. And that is what's damaging, because it's also changing. Like in this case, it didn't change the voltage. But if I go back to the system, and let me see if I can open it again. Let me close this. If I go to the application, I'm gonna check the output settings again. And like I said, the voltage, I know is gonna be 120. I already checked that before. But I don't know if the Wi-Fi is back. I don't know if the internet is back yet, but let's find out. Okay, the internet is back. Now we're gonna check for the frequency. And the frequency is probably gonna be the right one, but then now I have to change all the parameters. I have to check all the parameters for the batteries, okay? 60 hertz. And now let's go back to batteries. Battery parameters, then it's gonna be battery type. See, normally I set the battery type to user. You see now it's to flooded battery, so you change that setting. We need to change it to user. After we change to user, then I'm gonna be able to change some of the other parameters. I bet you they're different. They're not the original settings that I was saving myself. So this system is changing everything. So output voltage. Now we have output voltage, cutoff voltage. Excuse me. Okay, I don't want to change that. Actually, I want to check. We have the battery type, cutoff voltage. I don't want to change that. Battery bulk voltage. I want to change that because my batteries are not charging properly, or they are overcharging because of this. You see, this is another problem that we're having. This is 58.4. The setting that I previously saved was 56. I wanted a 56. I don't want it at 58.4. I don't want my batteries to be different. I don't want my batteries to be getting different voltages on the charges. I want all of them to be the same charge, not different. So anyway, let's see here. This one is 56 now. We're gonna save it at 56. Okay, and let's hope it saves. But I've already changed the battery type, so you should be able to change to 56. Just taking a while. Let's see what's going on. Let's keep waiting. And it says to try later. We're gonna try it again. And let's hope this is able to change to 56. Because the 58 plus, we don't want that. That will be overcharging our batteries. I don't want to force those batteries, I don't want to overcharge the batteries. They're not really overcharging, but it's going more. It's actually doing more than what the manufacturer is suggesting. 56, that's what we want. And it looks like 56 is set, but let's make sure that it is. Battery bulk voltage, and let's hope it's 56. If it still is 58.4, I still have to keep trying to change it. And let's see. If it's 56, I have to go to the next setting and check. Okay, it's not working properly yet. So I tell you what, I'm gonna go to battery float voltage. then I go back to the battery bulk voltage. But right now I want to check the float because the other one is not saving the setting, but I have to go back and check again. Let me see. It's just after this, sometimes the internet is not working properly. And that's not actually my internet, it's actually the application that is not working properly. So it's not showing me the float voltage, but I'm gonna try to see it again. Oh man, this is just a nightmare. Okay, battery bulk voltage is 58. It didn't change to 56. And we're gonna change it to 56 again. And let's hope we can save it this time. The float voltage, we need to change it to 54.5. And I bet you it's not that anymore. Okay, looks like the 56, it did work. So let's see. Battery bulk voltage, I'm just gonna verify. Yeah, it is 56. So we were able to save to 56. It was 58 plus. So now this is 54. We want to change this one to 54.5. Okay, so 54.5. Okay, we're good. Now we're at 54.5. And this is actually one of the set of inverters, one of the parallel sets. Okay, I'm going to check the next one because, well, let's check some of the other settings. But I don't think the other one's changed, but let's verify that. Let's see. This one, maximum charging current is 120. I want that. That's what I had before. And maximum AC charging current, that is only going to be 2 amps if it didn't change. But let's find out. Okay. And as you can tell, it's real slow. I'm going to be sharing this video with you. Like I said, I just got home and I'm not gonna I don't want to stay awake all night trying to do this, trying to do that. 2 amps, it didn't change. It didn't show me the 2 amps. So I had to try it again. Maximum charging current. Let's see if it opens. And let's see what the save parameter is. Like I said, I saved something before it was 2 amps. But with this unit, it's just crazy. I know actually maximum charging current is, I think it was 120. Maximum charging current. Okay, maximum AC charging current, that was only 2 amps. The other one, the maximum current charge was 120. This one's supposed to be 2 amps. So let's see. Okay, it's not working. Like I said, it's not the Wi-Fi anymore. Now it's the application. This thing is not the greatest. But anyway, let's see. Maximum charging current. This one is 120. Nope, not working. I'm just gonna go check another one. Just that way I can come back to this one and make sure that it's working properly. But I already changed the frequency. That's actually good. I already changed the bulk charging from 58 plus to 56, and I already changed the float charging from 54 to 54.5. So let's check the parameters of the second set of parallel units, and let's check output settings. It's supposed to be AC output rating voltage 120, and if that is 120, then it's good, and then we can go check the frequency to make sure that only one set of inverters change those parameters, not the other two. But they all do it. They all do it, not just one. All 3 of them, they do it. They're terrible. Anyway, this one here is just, the application is not working right. But anyway, I'm just basically almost wasting my time. This application, it just takes too much time, to change settings and stuff like that. I can do it with the laptop, but honestly, I'm too tired right now to keep dealing with this. Anyway, the application is not working. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this video and I'm just gonna share it with you. It's just kind of aggravating, to deal with all almost every single day. By the way, today we only generated 101 kilowatts. Normally we're generating about 120. So we know we're not generating what we normally do. Okay. Something's wrong with the system now, and the batteries are charging to 100%, but this is not even getting to the flow charge. Normally it goes over that, it goes above that. 54.5 is our flow charge, and normally sometimes it goes to the 54.5, and sometimes it'll go to the bulk charging that is 56, but it won't go over that much over that. Normally it stays around the 56, from 54.5 all the way to 56. I mean, a little bit above 56, but that's normal because we set up all the parameters that way. But this recently is barely getting to 52. For the last 2 or 3 days, these units, they have been acting up and they're not charging properly. And like I said, I just got home and I just noted the frequency change, and the voltages, they were totally different than the other units. I'm trying to access the other units. I'm not able to. Let me see if I can do it again. And let's go to parameters and let's go to output settings. And the first one I'm going to try to check is going to be frequency. If the frequency is 60 on this one, then this one looks like it's working okay. Input voltage, output source priority. It's going to be solar only, Solar battery utility, yeah. Solar battery utility. Utility is the last one, so we're good on that. Input voltage range. Okay. So this one is going to be APL. It's not even working. It's not showing the input voltage range. Let me see. Let's see if it shows APL is not working. It might be something wrong with the server. Let's find out. No, it's not working. It's not saving. Anyway, that was on inverter number 3. That's the second set of parallels. Let me check the battery parameters, and I want to check the battery type. If it shows user, we're good. That's what I saved before as my parameters, user, and then I change the voltages and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just the application not working. But anyway, I'm closing this. I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay? Thank you, Cindy.